Yeah. It's Big Ace in the house. Listen. Ace debate, take a break, heal my pain, stay in shape, take me to your favorite place, got a lot on my plate, lost some weight, love's been poured down the drain, now I can't stand the sound of her name, seems like I'm afraid of writing down what I wanna say, so I end up flipping the page, I wake up feeling different these days, like hip-hop has been missing Big Ace, like I'm a grizzly being unleashed from the cave, like I'm a rookie stepping up to the plate, playing with the big dogs, turning up double plays, we bring them ruckus. Cuties lovers carrying Louisville sluggers. Gotta hustle, I don't do this for nothing. Stay humble to this musical struggle. Have faith in God, ain't no room for the devil. Everybody wants to shoot for the medal. Ain't no rules in the ghetto. Give everything that you got. I earned my spot. I was cut from a different type of cloth. My material's hot. On the other hand, it's cold. I'm on a murdering spree. Only psychopaths would know. Unhappiness of the assassins. Running as fast as I can from the ugliest fashion. Bring the bass, man. Johnny Blaze banging them drums. It's hard being two places at once. Can't stand being away from my cubs. That's why I work all day in the sun. I bring home the bread, my sandwiches are made full of love. Los Angeles, a place full of grub. Seems like I'm more hungrier than you are. Make way for me, son. The Acapulco gold's got me feeding my soul. Instead of feeding my flesh, I think the treasure is closed. Gotta have mass appeal so that the money will grow. Perform hundreds of shows. I love the smell of the smoke. Working hard, man, my hands full rough. Slide them all over her body till the damage is done.
You're now tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggindaily.com, broadcasting live from LA HOTBOX Studios. You already know what it is. It's supposed to be Friday night sessions. We run into some technical difficulties, but you know what we say? We say, fuck it.
Yep.
We still going to record. We still going to do our segments. We're just going to have to drop it on YouTube like we normally do, and fuck it. It is what it is. But as we come through, we want to say a big thank you to the homeboy, Big Ace, for coming through. Apologize about the technical difficulties, homeboy.
No need, bro. There's always technical stuff that pops up, but we still hip-hop, bro.
We get it going.
We still do our thing, man. We still
get
make
it going.
the noise.
That's what's up. First track we heard, introduce that first track we bumped right now, bro.
All right. So the first track was called Activate. So basically got the name from, like, you know how bears hibernate during the winter, you know? They go get fat, you know, they go sleep, you know, they get away for a little bit, you know, but they come back hungry, you know, they come back dangerous. Word. You know, so that's basically what I use towards the song. I use activate instead of hibernate. So hibernating's for mammals and activating's for amphibians. So if you spell it, it's, you know, E-A-stivate, but I switched it to A-S-E to spell it like my artist name. Then I went with the concept of hibernation for activate. So
you're hibernating and you're gonna wake up hungry
exactly.
to get on the mic and be a fucking the dopest MC?
Pretty much just eating up MCs alive, dog. Like I was just so hungry to just spit bars, competition, open mics, little battles, you know, who's got the best bars, any of that, bro. I came out hungry.
Word. So let me ask you this, man. How long have you been involved in the culture of hip hop as being an MC?
Okay, MCing, man. So basically, I've been running for 3.5 years, running with Big Ace and Moron. That's our group, you know. So we've been MCing for at least 3.5 years now.
Nice.
Yep.
So part of a group solo?
Well, me and Moron are a group, you know.
Okay.
So basically, I just go by like Big Ace and Moron, you know. Kind of like Blue in Exile type of shit.
Nice.
You know, like Guru and Premier. Just showing mad love to my producer, dog.
Word. And then how many albums do you have in the belt right now?
Okay, so we got the Spades of LA Part 1 EP and the Spades of LA Part 2 EP. Those ones have been live in effect for a couple years now. Basically the story of a young man from Los Angeles. He was torn apart, man. His life fell apart. Didn't know what else to do. But his cousin Moron produced some beautiful music to help him get out of that tunnel vision that he was stuck in.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, so that's basically what the Spades of LA is all about. The Part 1, you know, the man's on his knees. He doesn't know what to do. You know, he's always looking up to God, wondering, you know, trying to look for answers. Part 2,
you know, he's standing up. He's found his angel wings again. He's flying. He's crushing it, dog. So it's a great story. And then besides those two, I have my boy Dev with the Bev and I on an EP. It's called Spitting Image. It's halfway produced by Moron, halfway produced by Dev with the Bev. So that's another EP that's locked in the belt as well. And then there's a couple of singles that are laying around as well, but those are the EPs that I have.
What about Charades then?
Okay, so Charades is a brand new EP that we're building as we speak.
Nice.
But Digging Daily, you know, I wanted to come through with some exclusive stuff today, so that's how you know about the Charades.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna be dropping a lot of tracks right now.
Yep.
So make sure you guys sit back, relax, and check it out, though.
Yep.
But before we get into all that good stuff, what was one of the motivations that got you into MCing, bro?
Okay, so I've always loved like poetry and writing, you know, describing what I'm seeing and feeling and doing, but I like to do it in a dope hip-hop way. I would always sing over all of my favorite artists' songs, like Big Al and Guru. I would recite their songs like I was them, you know? But I understood that, like, you know, you could write yourself. I started writing on my own. A homeboy of mine showed me how to put a song together. After that, I started rehearsing my stuff, and I started like really getting into MCing. So it's a cool story. My first show was actually when I was 17.
Nice.
I ended up opening up for an artist in Whittier. His name was Two Wig. Rest in peace. Everybody from Whittier knows him. So,
rest in peace, homeboy.
Yeah, I opened up for him when I was 17, bro. So I tried this MCing out when I was young, dog.
Nice. And then what's part of the transformation from going from poetry, writing, to actually building a song and laying it down? Like, for you, what's the process and all that?
Oh, man, bro. Okay, so it's pretty much like a formula, you know? You got to put all your chemicals together, man. So you just basically, you got to look for a great beat, bro, that production, man. So that production's going to hit, and it's going to tell you what to say. You just got to listen to yourself. You got to shut everything else out. Before you know it, you're trying to say something, and then you write it. You might erase it a couple times to get it right, but before you know it, you structure out a whole concept. And all of my favorite artists, you know, I put all of that knowledge that they gave, you know, in their songs, I put it all together with me, and then I start delivering some really poetic, you know, straightforward, like right to the point songs, man. Like they're real fat, bro, chunky songs.
Okay, so let's talk about this one right here. We want Art, as we're introducing these songs, talk about the writing process of it, what you were feeling, if you could remember when you were writing this song, when you were doing it. But we're going to get into audibles.
Okay.
Talk about that, talk about the album and who's featured on that track or who's working with you on that track.
All right, cool. So the song Audibles is produced by the General himself, Big Duke from the Psycho Realm. So this song is called Audibles. It's another word for changes, you know, switching up the play. You know, I was watching a football game with my Nino, hanging out on a Sunday, watching his Redskins play football. And, you know, the quarterback was running audibles and shotgun, you know. So that's one of my, that's the favorite, you know, one of the favorite lines in the song. But it's produced by the General, and the concept is just like running the play, man, like the quarterback switching it up on everybody, you know? Let's go.
I'm calling audibles and shotgun. Nike Blazer kill shots, Dodger Blue get stomped, son. Lower down the drawbridge, a stampede full of rock and roll gangsters. Mosh pits, they make us feel like we're teenagers. Abandoned places arouse my imagination. Graph wallpapers, boom bap, it's always been a vicious circumference to kid who studied his bigger brothers. I shot my spades if I lived to hustle, my music's bumping. I rock stages, I'm a fugitive, been killing lately. I'm wanted for murdering artists, what a villain. Aces building greatness, mass appeal. I keep my pillars maintenance, black cave still escaped it. Last name's my foundation. See what the crowd's made of, man. I know the crown's waiting. I'm trimming fat off the kings, cook 'em and have 'em to feast. A Los Angeles beast, deadliest card of all. General brought the drum, show me about the art of war. Fire up the Pistons. Dangers on the expedition. There's an excruciating amount of pain that I live with. I made some miserable decisions. How can I encourage you any different? I had to learn from my instincts. See, we're the funk, they're the freaks. Won't give up on my dreams. Underground music's my reason to intrigue. I'm a lost angel, all of my angles are sharpened at the end. Nice material like my furniture was Italian, but it's spread. Composition turns into wads of cash. Mic all star like I'm running the yard for Buccaneers. Trust the kid, get my name out to all the public ears. Done with fear, ain't afraid of nothing that comes ahead. Unexpections, move directions, cruise are reckless. Only takes you a few seconds just for them to end you. Any venue is a home to me. Every human's another soul to reach, so to speak. No retreat, homie, I'm built for this.
Homie, I'm built for this.
Damn, dog, that's a fat song right there.
Audibles. Big Ace in the building.
Yep.
What was it like working with Big Duke?
Wow, we still do work together. What's it like, bro? It's probably the realest thing about the whole journey, bro. He's been my mentor ever since I started hip-hopping and, you know, really making noise. I did a few open mics, this and that, but when I ran into Big Duke, that was game over. Everything me and Moron already had, plus with Duke, it's just like, it's insane, dog. It feels like a triple threat. It's it's nuts, dog. But what does it feel like? We're family, bro.
Nice.
Just like how I met you earlier, bro. Now we're family. We didn't even realize how long it's been, but you know, we're brothers, dog. We go way back. So as far as Duke, you know, ever since I met him, he took me in like a nephew, dog, like a son, you know, whatever you want to call it. I look at him like my mentor, but that's family, dog. Like that's what it feels like. So I could come over, you know, have some dinner and talk music, and it's all good, dog. You know, and he's always looking out for me. He's always letting me know, you know, what to do, dog. Everything that I'm doing out here is because Big Duke enlaced it in me, dog.
Nice.
But, you know, me and Moron, we had our music together, and that's how we met Duke, you know.
What's it like knowing that someone of Duke's caliber is in your corner, kind of coaching you or helping you through this hip-hop process?
Well, bro, it's the realest thing about the whole journey, like I was mentioning earlier. So every show I'm at, you know, every ticket I sell, every CD I push, the merch, the colors, the sweaters, everything, dog, Duke is the one that's leading me, you know, with all the guidance. So everything, I hear his voice when I perform. I'm wearing the t-shirts when I perform. I'm just representing all the way, dog, to show the utmost love and respect, all of it towards him, you know, because me and Moron work really hard out here, and he acknowledged it, and we put it all together, bro. Us three are fucking amazing, man.
So let me ask you about Moron, bro. He's your producer. How did you guys link up, and how did you guys meet, and what's the creative process between you guys when you guys are working together when it comes to your guys' music?
Okay, me and Moron are cousins, bro.
Word.
My mother and his mother are sisters. We are 3 weeks apart, so we have been best cousins since we were babies, man.
Nice.
So we've always had a lot of love for music. We were into Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses, you know, Black Sabbath. That's what we were inbreeded with. I got a little bit older. I started hip-hopping. He started recording his stuff on guitar, so he understood the production process.
Yeah.
He just told me, hey, Primo, feed me what you want me to listen to. Like, show me what you want to write over, and I could try to toy with it. Before you know it, they're one of the greatest groups out here, dog. Out by far, bro. Like, look at all the bills, bro. We're
That's
up
dope.
there. We're up there performing, opening up for big dogs, and we sound just like them, bro.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you this: in working with your cousin, do you guys? Is it always a home run when you guys are working together? Is there that difficult? Like, man, like I want things this way, he wants things that way.
Bro, it's the most smoothest relationship you can have, bro. It's like, this is what I have. Is it any good? And I'm like, Preem, oh man, dog, I'm writing this amazing song. This is how it sounds. And we're out here killing it, dog, killing it. Every song is fat, bro. Every song is really good, bro.
Nice.
The production is so dope that whatever you say to it has to be good, dog.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Speaking of the next track, First Flight, talk about that. What were you going through when you wrote that? What's the song about?
What a beautiful song, dog. It's called The First Flight Ever Flown. So I've never been on a plane before, but the story behind it was an uncle of mine. He died of cancer, man. So everybody would get together every year after that for his reunion to all be a family and you know, on his behalf. So I went ahead and took a flight out there to see my cousins. I haven't seen that side of my family. They're in Chicago. It's been about 16, maybe 20 years almost. It's been a long time, so I got to go and visit them and just you know, be there for them in that moment because they lost their father. And I love everybody so much. I haven't seen them. I just was so messed up in my head. I just couldn't be alone at that time either. It was around my birthday, and I was just so down to go out there and take that flight. So this song is describing how I felt because I was writing the song in the plane. So I told myself I'm going to write a song on the plane, and I got until I land to finish it. So let's hear it.
The left side window of the plane made a comfortable stay. Fly with the family back home to LA. Picked up a couple gifts for the kids, cause I missed them from here. Prepare for takeoff, getting lit to the air. The colors that the sky provides is like a prize to your eyes. Saying goodbye to shy. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Say hello to the gravity. Hiding above the clouds, make it home to the family. Fasten your seatbelt just in case of a critical landing. Passionate details getting spilled on the canvas. The speed is picking up, every pilot is different. Saying goodbye to the city, staring down at the buildings. The clouds understand how I'm feeling. So much white in my presence, the sun shines like a legend. Feel like I'm right next to heaven, I really can't stop staring. Travel during the day, going back into time just to rewind in LA. The only thing that's going against me is the wind and the thoughts inside my head that got left up in the air. Home is where your heart is, I left mine on the chair. I close my eyes to visualize my son's light brown hair. When my daughter has a seat, she'll feel my heart when it beats. So many miles from home as the numbers decrease. My eyes start to fall asleep, I'm dozing off in the plane. The first flight ever flown, man, Chicago was great. I showed my uncle I came, October opened the gate. A warm welcoming home when I'm going through pain. Getting stoned in the rain, dazed and confused by the weather. It wasn't easy saying goodbye to Heather. I used her angel wings so we could fly together. Don't feel so lonely in my seat when I'm going through things. Don't know what's left at home, the road is only it seems. Seems like being in the air is just another form of therapy. Taking the weight off of my shoulders that give me energy. I'm standing ahead in the time, I know my head isn't right. An empty bed at home, at the end of the night. There's so much time in my mind, passing over white mountain peaks, riddles to find. So many turn of events, I know my turn will be next. I learned to respect, this world is a mess. Los Angeles, circles of death, you feel the turbulence. Nervous kids bringing the ambulance to the murder scene. Random emergencies, caught slipping, banana peel. Los Angeles ill, leave your stress off the field.
You were tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggindelly.com. Big Ace in the building. That was a dope track, homeboy.
Oh man, I appreciate you saying that, dog. That was a very descriptive song because I was in the plane. I was just trying my best to describe everything I was feeling for the first flight ever flown, man.
Do you find yourself when you're writing, you use a lot of like personal stuff that's going on in your life when you write, or is it Big Ace that's like the image that you are, or
yeah, that's
something you're putting out, so you try to reflect differently on it? Like as a writer, like how would you describe it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what Moron was telling me as well. Like I'm Big Ace on and off the mic, dog. It's the same person, bro. Like all I'm doing is just expressing myself as the man I am here in Los Angeles. But I got the Psycho Realm style with like New York type of feel. So
yeah,
you put that together and my own self together. It's just like this crazy combination, man. It's wild.
Do you see yourself as an artist getting either like stuck or typecast in one genre of hip hop, or do you want to like kind of expand and be versatile when it comes to like your flow, your style, your music selection and all that?
Okay, just about flow, style, and all of that is, I'm willing to take on all of that, but I don't work with trap or like I don't really work with all of that crazy stuff, dog. I keep it real underground boom bap. Like that I would definitely give you, that I would never change. But I definitely want to change my flow. I want to change my style. I want to work everything put together. This song Ricochet, it's a lot different than the Spades Part 1 and 2. It's just some crazy stuff me and Moron cooked up, man.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me talk about Ricochet. I'm gonna get that one lined up. Go ahead and talk about that. You said Ricochet's different in what way, or go into it.
Okay, yeah, Ricochet. I was gonna perform it for you, so if you want to talk about it now, we could talk about it as well. So Ricochet, basically, I was going through like it was a writer's block. So Ricochet was the song where I bounced back like a ricochet. Me and Moron bounced back, man. So I felt like I was stuck writing my artwork, and I definitely knew a lot of time went by without anything being finished. But I came across that song, and we got to it right away, and it's got to be one of my favorite songs I've ever written, dog.
So let me ask you this. When you said you went through a writer's block, what was it about that block that stopped you? What was it, the one thing that you were on that made you go and write Ricochet? What was it?
Okay, so it was the production. That's what it always is. Like, I didn't hear anything like it. So when Moron sent that to me, he had no idea I had a writer's block going on. He just thinks I'm always busy.
Yeah,
he's so laid back, dog. Moron's amazing. He just sends me what I need, and I fucking crush it, dog. But yeah, he sent it to me out of the blue, and that's when I was just like totally not writing anything. So when I heard it, I jumped on it, and I did great, dog.
So normally, how long does it take for you to write a song?
Oh, it's got to take me, man, dog. Like some of my great songs I've written in about 2 weeks. But
really?
if it's not 2 weeks, it's gonna take me about a month.
As an artist, why would it take you that long?
Well, because I got to make sure I know what to say. Like, I'm just not writing BS out there, bro. Every one of my songs, you can't get away from one of my bars, dog. Like, they're there. They're going to hit you whether you can hear it or not.
So then, in your writing process, have you ever written a verse in that 2 week process? Quoted or reread it and reenacted it as you were looking through it, and be like, nah, I gotta switch it up because I can come harder than that.
Definitely. That's why it takes so long, because for the most part, like, I'm trying to say something, but it's not there yet. And then once I have it all put together, it's like, oh, damn, like, I got it. Like,
and so when do you know that you got it?
Well, basically, like that 14, 15, 16 bar, when I'm wrapping it up, that's when I know, like, I got this. Like, I'm about to finish at 16 right now. Like, you feel it, dog. You have to know how to wrap it up, so you feel like you feel yourself finishing up.
Yeah.
Do you
ever is there tracks that are sitting that you started or you maybe almost completed, but you're just like, you know what, now's not the time to put it out, or maybe I'll come back to it because I'm working, something else popped in, and you're like, oh, I want to write to this?
Yeah, so everything's on the table and whatnot. Like, there's priorities. The Charades is a priority. The Big Duke album is a priority.
Yeah.
But like, if the homies throw a really good beat at me, and I'm and I'm feeling it, I know I'm gonna knock it out, and I'm gonna get back to my big boy shit right after.
Yeah.
Like, that's just for me to exercise my bars. Because when I get back to the big boy shit, which is like me and Moron and Duke, my boys throw these instrumentals at me, and I try to chew them up like an exercise.
Yeah.
Then when I get back to my own artwork, and it helps, dog. It helps. Because I'm looking for something powerful to say, dog.
Do you feel like you're easily distracted when it comes to music?
No, not at all.
Really?
I just think my fatigue, bro. I have to keep up with my health, bro. Like, if I'm tired and I'm hungry, like, the energy is not there, bro. Like, you can try to force it down your throat, but it ain't gonna work. You gotta eat good, sleep good, and it hits you. Like Evidence's album, bro. Like, the best way to make it hit is by not trying. So that's how it works, dog. You take care of yourself so good, you're like, oh damn, there's my book. Boom, come out with some clever stuff. But the creativity kicks at a certain time, bro. That's what it is.
Word.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play the instrumental for Ricochet.
Oh man, let's chew it up.
This is gonna go on right here. Here you go, brother. Ricochet.
All right.
Big Ace.
Shout out to my boys Show Nuff and DJ Questions on the 1s and 2s earlier. Those are my dogs. Me and Show Nuff go back, way back, dog. Damn. All right, so this song is called Ricochet. Produced by my Primo Moron. Shout out to my Primo Moron. Shout out to my little boy Ace. He's watching the show too. Let's go. So my son starts this song off. He has the first bar. He walked up to me and said, "Hey Dad, Joker's favorite card is the ace." I said, "Son, I need that." So the song goes like this. Yeah. The Joker's favorite card is the ace. The hardest part of my day is keeping myself from slaughtering weight. Don't bother to wait. I think the weight is too strong. I gotta strengthen me up, just like I used to be before, holding trophies and such. These are my homies and what? Watch as I slowly become someone that boldly speaks up about the cobras we clutch. The reptiles are really just as cold as they come. Just want this world to wake up. Big Ace and Moron can definitely put a show on. We representing southeast of Los Angeles, California. So get to know us. One is a guitarist, the other one is a poet, born in 94 October. Two cousins growing. It started with exposure, then we brought in an explosion. Thank God that was a close one. I feel like Eric Gagne, I'm a closer, I'm a dodger, hitting homers, Jackie Robinson, I stole home plate, and I even finished the broccoli. I think of me as Rocky when I'm boxing in a street fight against Tommy Gunn. Who shot Cyrus? Even the Rottweilers know not to touch my dog food. I feel like Pablo Picasso. I paint pictures of images straight vicious. I make my wishes come true as soon as they listen. Don't play victim, even the shapeshifters will use the same clippers to blend right in with this mystique. A blue lady stares at the moon waiting for her masculine divine, at last the true savior. Reminds me of Eddie of Iron Maiden, a monster. I feel like a rock star on the stages like Slash from Guns N' Roses, Ozzy or Jim Morrison. Probably will see more of us, obviously we are warriors. I feel like I'm Swan, I'm more like Ajax. Come out to play the game, it's called Payback. Came a raw flavor, ricocheting off walls from all angles. The spades are all made from Los Angeles. So go ahead, make way for the ball players. Big Ace and Moron came up. What's up? Yeah. Big Ace and Moron. Big Ace and Moron. Big Ace and Moron. That's called the Ricochet, man. We bounce back on that one.
Ooh, Big Ace live in studio. Friday night sessions. Ricochet. What's the hardest verse you ever wrote, in your opinion? Or have you written it yet?
Okay, so Ricochet's got to be one of my favorites. But I really like this verse I have with Duke. It's called Cards You Were Dealt. It's just a beautiful 32, I'm sorry. So it's 32 bars running. And it's great, bro. It's great. It's got to be some of my favorite stuff. I can't stop singing it type of thing, bro. It's one of my favorite verses.
So how does the verse go?
Gotta play the cards you were dealt. Don't let the devil in your house. Running through the ghetto, cut your head off for the crown. But I'll never wear it, I'll just set it on my dresser in a room full of records. Move, homie, cause your doom's always ready. And Big Duke show me plenty. Sitting while I'm listening to truth from a legend. There's many ways to get there, but nobody has direction. Most are lost on their journey, trying to find the nearest exit. Yeah, must feel the walls caving in. Don't fall like the rest, that's the wrong way to live. The songs on your sets that you show to the crowds through your ups and your downs. You gotta play the cards you were dealt and find a clever way around. Demonstrate my style, that's how better days are found. Started from the bottom as an artist with no product. Turn my problems that have haunted me to never-ending memories of fortune. Conceal the pain that I have. Gotta keep them forming cause my brain is a mess. Took almost a decade to forget my apprehensions. If it wasn't for the tension, I probably would have never been driven. Still I gotta stay ahead of the business. My presence has been getting to the heads of these humans. But devils wear dresses, so be carefully distant. No kidding, I said it, I've been there. My damage ain't gone. Tired of staring at the hands in the clock. Just a man in the dark who found light through Los Angeles art. Harsh times keep my strategy strong. Reality's odd. Traveling to places that I haven't before. Just to kill another concert and have no remorse. My noise is gold, voice is dope. The choice is yours. Music is the key to my opening doors, and you can't shut me down once I murder the floor.
Oh, woo. Big Ace. Live in studio. That's what's up, dog. That's what's up.
Yeah, I love that fucking track, dog.
So I know how you got the name, but how did you get the name Big Ace?
Okay, so big fan of Ace Frehley from Kiss. So I got the Ace from Ace Frehley. My little boy's name Ace, bro. I dreamt of that name since I was a kid.
Nice.
And then I was really into Master Ace as well. I just loved his music, bro. He's just I love it. Me and Moran got to open up for him and Marco Polo, so it was very touching. You know, Master Ace and Big Ace, and I spelled my name with an S out of respect for Master Ace. So
Word.
it plays a big part of hip hop. Like, I just didn't want to be this other Ace out there. I wanted to stand out my own way, but still represent the same symbol, the same, you know, concept. So the Ace is basically, he plays small ball. He could be a 1 or an 11, but the Ace is always higher than a king.
Word.
Remember that.
Word.
Yep.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah.
What are some of the artists that you have featured on your album that you're working with or have worked with?
Okay, so no features. Basically, anything that I had, it was like, you know, me and Dev, we had our EP together. So
Word.
that was definitely both of us. But everything is just me and Moron. And then I have my album with Duke as well. I have a feature coming up with my brother MC Prospect.
Oh, word.
So, excuse me. Yeah, I have a feature coming up with him. It's called Running Scared. Yeah, it's
Nice.
a great track. I wrote about just, you know, we could be running away from our fears of never making it, our fears of just being, you know, in the wrong place, never, you know, just in a bad spot, bro. Like all your doubts, you know, debt, this, that, whatever you're fearing, you know, whatever you're afraid of, you could be running scared. I was inspired by that that movie from Paul Walker. It's called Running Scared.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it's a great film. If you remember it, he's just running with a gun the whole time. It was basically a dirty weapon, but he was running scared the whole time. But I use that concept to be like, you could be running scared in life, or you could go for your dreams, dog. You could go for what you want, and it'll come, bro. It'll come. So that's what that song's about. I could be running, but I ain't, bro.
Are there cats in the scene that you want to work with?
Okay, like in the scene, like, I mean, anybody like on that, you know, Rhyme Fest bill, you'd love to work with like
Yeah.
Atmosphere and fucking Blue and, you know, all
Yeah.
those cats. But, you know, like in general that I haven't like reached yet, like I want to work with Ninth Wonder, dog. That's
Nice.
my all-time favorite producer. Like, that's basically how I came about. Like, I would freestyle over Ninth Wonder. Like, if Ninth knew me, he would hear some really crazy songs over his beats. Like, it's pretty touching, dog.
Yeah.
And that's who I would like to work with. You know, I'm a big fan of Gangstar. That would be one of my 3 favorite, you know, hip-hop groups. So, you know, shout out to Guru, man. I love Guru. He's the one who kind of taught me my whole rhyme scheme, you know.
Yeah.
He showed me how to lay a fucking song down type of shit, you know.
Word. It's that power of influence.
Yes.
That power of
yes,
influence.
Yes, you got. You're asking about the name. So Big Al, I'm a big fan of Big Al. So
Yeah.
that's where my punchlines are always there, because that's where I get that from, Big Al.
Yeah.
So I kind of got Big Al, Master Ace, and Ace Frehley. I turned it into Big Ace.
Word.
Yeah.
Well, next track I want to get into right here. Talk about a guilty pleasure. What's that all about?
Okay, so this song was basically, I was in a rough spot where it's just basically like, I could be out here doing shit that I'm not supposed to. I could be fucking up, but it's like at the end of the day you feel guilty, so it's like a guilty pleasure. Like the devil's just talking to you. He wants you to fuck around and do stupid shit, you know, like wants you to waste your life away. So basically I'm just talking about like I'm ducking the devil here, like, you know, God's telling him to leave a message, you know, I ain't answering. It's a great song.
When old midnight comes,
Don't mean to be condescending, must be that guilty pleasure. Avoiding conversations, missed calls from the filthy devil. He sends me messages, but God doesn't let me receive them. He doesn't want me hanging out there with those evil people. To them nothing's illegal, you know how the water runs. The fire still blazes, nature is not in no rush. The trouble's still on, anything on the ground you're running. Don't wanna lose her on the way out, I need double coverage. But one's enough, two's a pair, three is company. Four corners, rectangular prism, hang with rhythm. 5 fingers, angels visit. 6 and 7 digits, 8 appearances. 9 times out of 10, I'm a lyricist. No interferences, paint picture perfect images of situations that I'm living in. Feel like a kid again. Is that good or bad? Cause I'm losing all my privileges. Some women come off innocent, they're there for you one day, the next they're gone with the wind again. Don't let your heart wander to the wrong neck of the woods. You'll start to believe guilty pleasure is good, but that's my cross to bear, cause no one is exempt. I look the other way, now the other way's looking back with a grin. Dressed to kill, a devil in disguise, can tell by her heels. Versatile, the pleasure of punishment, watching all the problems play out. See, I'm a late inning man, catch me up in the dugout. Wait for the wheels to slow down, it's a short drive to the doghouse. The boulevard is the same, be true, your heart doesn't change. Don't sell your soul, I hear they come cheap these days. Hit the blinker, make the right turn, take an adventure. The paper trail leads to the golden road of expenses. Her body language is sexy, it gets more tangible daily. See, I just wait on my pitch, that's how Los Angeles made me. I have the randomest flavors, there's so much scandalous behavior in the city where lost angels get locked up in chambers. I learned a lot from my neighbors, I've seen a lot of exposure. I've been working in hot zones, I felt a lot of explosions. I know my pops was a soldier, my uncles are gentle giants, my aunts are angels, and my cousins are a dozen of roses. I know my mother was chosen to give me birth in October, the darkest month of the year. Still I love harder than others. I used to keep a picture of you in my wallet, just to see if you would acknowledge the beautiful flowers. Who is the coward? The one who wants to read you their vowels, or the one who's afraid of losing you at unusual hours? See, I got musical talent, and I have students around me. They listen to what I tell them, adjusting good to the value. The ultimate jewel is a diamond, they all have that effect. To be someone in this world, you'll have to work hard for it. Turn to the heaviest hitter, the shoes you barely could fit them. If you build it, they'll come, but buildings rarely considered. That's where I come into play, I say hello to the game. To feel what I felt first, something the catcher could frame. Watch it combust in the flames, I hear my trainer coming. I'm on the wrong side of the tracks, living in a day dungeon. You'll never really get stuck, you just might think that you are. But if I was more prepared, I might not have gotten lost. Supposed to be me, but I'm not. I wear these faces to hide my faults, I just can't stop the decay. Don't really have time at all, I'm still down to drive us home. I'll put the wood into play, I still would've stayed to mix the paint together. Colors blend, stain forever, like a never-ending ending. It's easier to leave than it is to show up ready.
Big Ace live in the building. DiggingDeli.com, broadcasting live from LA HOTBOX Studios.
Yep.
Direct from Northeast Los Angeles. That was a dope fucking track, homeboy.
Damn, bro.
Dope fucking track.
Oh my god. That's, like I said, it's probably my longest song I've ever written.
You said a lot of powerful shit in that song.
Oh man, I appreciate you listening, though. I really do, man. I swear to God, I love that, bro. Appreciate that.
When you heard that sample and that song, what was it that you were like, I'm gonna take it this direction?
Basically, like, I was just in a dark place for a long time, sure enough. So Spades of LA Part 1, I was very, very like blue, dog. I would show up to shows with a smile, but I was very sad inside, dog.
Yeah.
Very, very sad. So a lot of it just came from like just like the dark, slow, you know. Anything more I'm gonna throw at me was real sentimental and deep, dog.
Yeah.
So that's what the Spades of LA Part 1 production is like. It's a lot of deep vinyl rips, dog. They're beautiful.
And then from Spades of LA 1 and Spades of LA 2, what was the difference
Okay, yeah. So I
for
was
you when writing that?
Okay, the difference between it was the first EP. I came back, dog. Like I came back. That's when I wanted to be an MC and go out there. I would tell Moron, hey, look up an open mic. I'm gonna go. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, I wrote a song over the the beat you made, and I was like, I'm gonna go show it off, Yeah. So basically, that's how it all began, bro.
And then writing wise, what did you do differently of
writing
about
wise.
late 2 compared to 1?
Right, that's what you're asking. Okay, so writing wise, part 1 I was just like so driven, bro, so these words were just like coming out like crazy. Part 2 I was kind of like, all right, I'm an MC now. I've seen open mics, I've seen competitions, I've done sets. So it was just kind of more of like a job now, like I'm a career now. Like the first part was like, damn, how do I even get in an open mic? What do I do? Sign my first name and last name? Was very unsure. So I was just so driven to just say what I had to say over these beautiful songs I've been writing. But part 2 was like, yeah, I'm an MC. This is part 2 now. There's no more turning back, you know? So
I already asserted my dominance on the first one.
Yeah.
So I got to come hard on the second
Exactly, yeah. It was like the part 2 is definitely the bigger brother.
Have you ever felt uncomfortable writing something?
Okay, so yeah, basically, like, I don't say anything I don't mean. So yeah, I definitely feel uncomfortable when I'm not writing something that I don't mean. So when some fools want to write a song about, oh, let's go fucking kill somebody and we're gangsters this and bullshit that, like, I can't relate to it, I can't write a song like that. But if they talk about like, you talk about it one night, you and your brother were in some crazy shit and you fucking, you guys made it out alive, and what a cool story, like, that's cool, that's some cool stuff. But I definitely can't. I'm uncomfortable with trap beats and talking about stuff that I'm not about. I'm very uncomfortable with that.
You don't want to be one of those cats that's rhyming a life they've never lived.
I didn't know that was what music was about, bro. Like, there's just like a whole side of music that I listen to, and they're usually about what they're saying, and that's why it's deep and it means something to me. That's that rock and roll, dog. All those love songs, those rock and roll guys, they're talking straight from their heart, bro. Those rock stars, man. Yeah, straight out. So that's the way I took it with hip hop, like real shit only.
Word. Yeah, am I saying it right? Manskind?
Yeah, Manskind. So, there's Mankind.
So
I kind of just use it like Manskind. Like, this is a Manskind.
Talk about that track.
Oh, man. All right. So, basically, me and Moron firing away with vinyls. And he hits me with this track. And at first, he was nervous about it. Like, hey, you know what? I don't know if you're going to like this one. That's the way he always is, I don't know if you'll like this one. And when I heard it, I just kept playing it on repeat. And excuse me. The concept it was giving me right away was talk about basically talk about the story of the cards. So there's a king, there's a queen, a jack, and an ace. Okay, so my whole philosophy here is just like, all right, the king is arrogant, the queen's conceited, and the jack is too hesitant to take upon the leadership. But Ace doesn't agree with him. Freedom over greed, So like, that's what the Ace is all about. Just like protecting the castle, dog. Like, he comes in, takes the crown from the king, but never wears it. Just humbles the man and runs the castle like accordingly, not like an arrogant king, And then the jack, he's just always gonna play the sideline. He ain't ever gonna step up. And the queen is just always gonna be a conceited woman, like she's just always gonna be to herself. She's not even in love with the king,
Yeah.
It's all made out, But that's just the story that I had behind it. So I wanted to just incorporate the cards, because Big Ace, the hardest card in the deck. I just always want to incorporate how the ace is always higher than the king, and he knows how to just run the show, dog. Yeah.
The king and the queen were never really meant to be. It's probably because of the devil that left him with his greed. I heard a woman scream, nobody hears her voice. It's probably because they ignored it to a certain point. The Jack has seen it all, nothing but bleeding walls. The doors are numbered from 1 to 10 with an evil cause. The king should be destroyed, cause there's no reason for him. Dancing with the devil for so long, you'll start to see his horns. The queen of hearts is so awfully sad. She's screaming in the dark at the top of her breath. The Jack of Diamonds seen too many acts of violence. He's sharp-minded, but he's still afraid of his highness. He gave the queen a pacifier just to stop all the crying, cause she's married to a man that she doesn't admire. But women seem to have no say, man seems to have no guilt. Children distinguish the equals of the world we're living in. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Don't get on my bad side. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Don't get on my bad side. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Don't get on my bad side. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Gotta see the greater good. Chivalry isn't lost. The ace of spades protects temples and synagogues. I used the sword from the Jack to defend them all. The spades of LA will never let the city fall. I took the throne from the king he was sitting on. I gave my heart to the queen, she was living wrong. I saved her soul, it's been trapped behind prison bars. Ace is the only card the kingdom depended on. King was too arrogant, queen was conceited, and Jack was too hesitant to take upon the leadership. Ace don't agree with him. Freedom over evilness. Seems I'm succumbing into adulation every day. No more plundering through pitfalls. My wings will never get clipped off. I'm running through brick walls. I give children the power to elevate all the talent, spreading my wisdom through musical elements. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Don't get on my bad side. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Don't get on my bad side. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Don't get on my bad side. This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied.
Hard.
Oh man.
This is a man's kind. I could take over the world.
Yep.
Say that again. Say that again.
This is a man's kind. I could take over the world with my hands tied. Don't get on my bad side. Because you don't even need your hands to take over the world, dog. You just have to use your head, man. It's just wild.
Hard. Hard.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, brother. Gotta ask you. Best performance you've ever given. Worst performance you ever given.
Okay, so I could start with the worst performance. I remember it, bro. It was for the Thought Fest competition, dog. Like,
yeah,
it sucked, bro. Like, I went in there and you know, it was crowded and stuff like that, but they didn't have the stage going on, so you had to stand.
Yeah.
So you're just like standing in front of a mob, and like a lot of people couldn't really, like, you know, get that stage feel. So,
yeah.
Like, I'm not very tall either, so like they could just hear music going in the back, you know. But anyways, it was a competition. It was a Thought Fest, and I was going heads up with some of the homies, you know, because everybody signed up and stuff like that. But it was one of my worst performances, dog. Like, I just went in there and like I was so upset that I wasn't being acknowledged.
Yeah.
So I wasn't focused on how good I was, you know, supposed to be doing as usual. I had like, you know, I was frustrated because I had to pay money to compete. I get there, they tell me, oh, it's a 10-minute set instead of 15. So right away, it's just like I had something prepared, and then they chewed it away, you know, and like, hey, pick your best 3 songs. It's like, all right, all I need is 3. Then I went in there, and I noticed no one even gave an F about the whole competition. Like, I was just like, all right, like, this sucks, you know, like, this is just not what I expected.
Yeah.
So I performed like crap, bro. Like, I didn't think I did good.
Word.
Yeah.
You went in with expectations, and when those expectations didn't like hit, it kind of was just like,
I didn't. Yeah, bro. And that's the thing. Like, there was an era where I was having fun and just trying to get my name out, and then I'm Big Ace working. Like, hey, now I'm competing in competition, trying to get put on. I heard that I get into the Thought Fest if I win, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get the judges' attention, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wasn't like that at all. It was just like, hey, just rock your set. Like, you know, it doesn't even matter. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, damn. So anyway, I'll tell you my best performance. Like,
give it.
Man, like, it's got to be one of my last shows I had. We had my boy Dino Mics. He threw a 10-year 10-year anniversary show with Subliminal Tactics.
Word, okay.
And he had all the homies in the building opening up for him, and I got to open up, and man, bro, I did really great, dog. Like I got love from like everybody in the building. Like they came from like all the way in the back, bro, just to come and give me some props, dog.
Dope.
And then, you know, I just kind of made my way to the restroom, the merch table, and I had homeboys walking up to me, hey, dog, I seen your set. I had one person say, hey, bro, do you remember me? I met you about 2 years ago at an open mic, and I came to see, you know, fucking the homeboys, you know, Dino, and
Yeah.
I ran into him, and sure enough, bro, I was like, what? Like, you remember me? It's like, yeah, bro, you're really dope. I remember you from 2 years ago doing little open mics, and you know, there I was,
Nice.
you know, open up for Dino, Subliminal Tactics. So that was a really great show. And then right before that, like I had a great opportunity with Immortal Technique. Shows are always fat, bro. So
Yeah.
I had a great show with Immortal Technique. Like I had people buying my merch and taking pictures, you know, homeboys showing props. And yeah, bro, like homeboys were showing some mad love. Like
Nice.
it was probably the realest hip hop feeling you could get out of a show, dog. Like yeah, it was dope, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Remain creative. What's that all about?
Okay, cool. This goes back to the same cat that I ran into that open mic at. So shout out to the homeboy Zero. He had like an open mic down in East LA. It was like an, you know, like an indigenous homeboy of mine. Like he had open mics there and whatnot. I just wanted to go and make some noise, you know. So I went in there, I did my thing, and Zero performed at the end, you know, and he showed a song to us that he wrote about 19 years ago. So I was like, hey, Zero, like at the end of his song, I was like, hey, Zero, what made you want to wait 19 years to show us this, you know? Like, this shit was beautiful. He said, I wanted to remain creative, my friend.
Word.
And after that, I went home and I wrote a song called Remain Creative, man.
This song I wrote was about a dream I had, an imaginary island, never-ending paradise. It's called Remain Creative. Listen. I'm running through a tunnel, I couldn't see the end of it. It's getting hard to pedal, I feel it in my legs. Electric lady land is where I'm headed with a setting. Could have said it any better. Follow the flower petal to the entrance of the temple. A lost angel greeted me as if I've already met her. Her hands were so gentle, her beauty was so natural. I moved in with a massive feel. Her looks could kill, she would have massacred. Asked to dance with her under the chandelier. Love was in the atmosphere. I practiced holding the emotion of happiness, captured in a mental container. Souls were common like denominators from a fraction on an equation. Constantly waiting for this peaceful moment created. I'm sure that I made it obvious enough that I'm stuck in a place where I belong. The lost angel played me this song. Remain creative like murals painted on walls. Translate your soul to the world. Those who don't understand can't take it all in at once. Remain creative, lost till it's making it go. Behind every strong man should be a woman to hold, to hold. Translate your soul to the world. Those who don't understand can't take it all in at once. Remain creative, lost till it's making it go. Behind every strong man should be a woman to hold, to hold. I must have overstayed my welcome. Sundays accountable to right people will see it. Expect nothing out of it. Mondays are full of magic, anything you can imagine. The mood's great, especially on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, sit up all night, went to bed late. I woke up early on Thursday just to listen to the birds sing. I could envision what the words say. Man, the songs were so inspiring. Made it up to Friday. Peaceful environment, weed smoke varieties. Dreams on an island, electric lady buying. Saturday combined with drinks and appetizers. Apple ciders and kush nuggets of all sizes. I went outside just to watch the sun rising. Like my boy growing, loving this very moment. The water from the ocean woke me up, man, the dream was over. But I can still feel that kiss from that beautiful woman. Translate your soul to the world. Those who don't understand can't take it all in at once. Remain creative, lost till it's making it go. Behind every strong man should be a woman to hold, to hold. Translate your soul to the world. Those who don't understand can't take it all in at once. Remain creative, lost till it's making it go. Behind every strong man should be a woman to hold, to hold. Creative.
What was that? What was
Remain
it?
creative.
Before, my bad, dog. I muted it Turn the track. But what were you saying in the beginning?
I said this. Basically, it was this song I wrote is about a dream I had about an imaginary island and a never-ending paradise. So I call it Remain Creative. It was a dream that I had, bro. It was an amazing dream. I just kind of tried to remember what I could, and then I just got creative with the rest of it.
Word. So I gotta ask you, brother, long term, what is your plan long term with your career?
Basically, that's what me and Moron always talk about, bro. We just want to be known in 30 years, bro, as a 30-year legend, dog. We just want to be a legendary artist for you guys to listen to. Like that.
Word.
That's what we want from all of this. We just want to be heard later on, bro. We want our music to be that authentic and live the way we, as long as we do, type of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. Just leave a mark, a trademark. Big Ace and Moron, dog.
How many more albums do you think you got in you?
Bro, I got how many? I got a good 20 years in me left, so I got plenty of albums for you guys.
You said, how many albums you got? I got 20 years left, homie.
Yeah, I got 20 years for you guys, bro. I'm gonna give it my heart, man. I'm 31 this year, so
Word.
I got an underground hip hop style from like the 90s, but I'm still young, so a lot of it is just like hanging out with the older guys, I'm into what they're into, I don't listen to anything younger than me, it's like I don't know any music out here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know any of it. I don't know who to look up. Like this trap stuff is insane, dog.
I feel you, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, what is it? Different strokes for different folks.
Oh, that's true.
Everybody's into
That's true.
everybody's into different shit, man.
That's real, bro. That's yeah.
And not that I don't want people to think that like I'm shitting on their music, because they probably look at me and what I listen to. I'm like, man, you're an old head.
Oh yeah,
you're an old head. What do you know?
Oh man, DJ's got huge varieties and stuff like that. But you're right. I'm just speaking, definitely coming from me. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can't speak for everybody.
Yeah, no doubt. gotta ask you this though. Musically, what's one thing you want to achieve musically? Like,
okay,
if there was like something that all right, this has to be done in my musical career, what is it?
Yeah, definitely I gotta click up with Ninth Wonder, dog. Like, yeah, he's got just a beautiful whole thing going on with the Soul Council. Like, he just teaches people how to be a great producer like him. So like anybody that's under him I'd like to work with, really. But like, if I could work with Ninth, that's my all-time goal, bro. If I could give a vinyl of my own, to premiere, what I mean, just have them, listen to it for me, like that'll be amazing too, Evidence, some great legends of mine. I just want to like pay homage to them, and like show my respects to them as as motivated as I was to get there and whatnot. And just like, if we ever write a great song together, it would be with some top dogs like that,
Nice.
I can't name every single one of them, but all the greatest that are out there. Like, if they ever gave me a shot, I'd love that.
Nice. I hope you get it, homeboy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Me and Duke, like that's basically like what's going on. Like he's giving me the opportunity to be that somebody, So
nice.
It's like his production is beautiful, bro, and it's very like. It's very personal, so it's like I get to pick out what exactly what I like, and it's like it's from him to me, man. It's very touching, bro. Yeah.
Website? You have a website people can contact you at, or is it just strictly on social media?
Okay, yeah. So I'm with my management team is called Rockstars Management.
Word.
So all you got to do is just hit up the email, and then you can contact me that way for bookings. And then the website is linked to Rockstars Management. The website has the merch on there.
Word.
And then any tickets that I have coming up, they'll be like on the website, or merchandise that's coming out on the website. I just try to keep it updated. But yeah, definitely you can hit me up at Rockstars Management. And if you need to contact me directly as well, it's just at Big Ace, 22. But yeah, bro, I got my management team. So
nice.
Rockstars Music or Rockstars Management, either or, they'll respond though.
Nice. Yeah. And then any upcoming shows you got coming up?
Upcoming shows, we have February 13th. February 13th, I'll be in East LA, rocking with my homeboys down there. There's quite a list of homeboys that I can name on the artist, but Big Serbs is throwing it. So Big Serbs is throwing a show for Valentine's. So we're all gonna be real formal and dressing up and having a great time. So
Nice.
I look forward to that. I was looking forward to this, but as far as shows, yeah, I don't have anything booked at the moment besides the February show. I've just been writing, bro, and just
Nice.
putting together the album, man.
Nice. When's the next album gonna come down?
Well,
when are you projecting it to come out?
Basically, I'm aiming for June 4th.
Word.
Yeah, June 4th, and if not June 4th, September 8th.
Is there a reason behind those dates?
September 9th, I'm sorry. Yeah, so those are my baby's birthdays.
Oh, word,
Yeah,
word.
so I always have something special. The Spades of LA Part 1 and 2, they're released on my daughter's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just to resemble my children and just always let them know I'm working for myself for them, you know?
Yeah.
Working on myself for them.
Word, word. And then where can we actually find all the music at?
Okay, so basically I have well, anything that I showed you today, I wanted to explain that a little bit, but you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, so you could definitely see the EPs there, and you could bump any new singles that I came out with the homies, and also there's a couple of songs that we had today. I only had those on CD, so
Oh, word.
yeah, so Man's Kind's on the CD only. Guilty Pleasures on the CD only. So a lot of Ace Debates on the CD only. Yeah, so I was trying to show some exclusive artwork today that I
Nice.
perform. Like, that's what I do. I'll perform exclusive stuff because it's not out, you know? Just
Yeah.
give everybody a great set. But I knew I wanted to make some noise in the house today and show some good artwork, you know?
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And then those CDs, they can buy directly off you whenever they catch you somewhere?
Yeah, so basically, I'm always just trying to like show up to a great, event where I know everybody there knows real hip hop. If I approach them with a CD, they won't look at me like, whoa,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of thing. So if I'm in the building like that, I rock a good set. People will definitely show some love to a little EP, you know.
Word, word. And then what about the apparel? Where can we get the apparel at?
Okay, yeah. So the apparel is online, and then I do travel I do travel on foot as well. So
Yeah.
I'm always dropping off merch for the homies and always meeting up. I'm always trying to go the distance. I charge, free shipping. I don't charge shipping. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't charge shipping. I just try to keep it real with everybody, bro. With the tickets, I always give a discount on any big show. I'm pitching in $10 for all the homies,
That's what's up.
anybody that wants to support me, I'm already supporting them back, bro.
That's
Like
what's
without
up.
them even, knowing, type of thing. But that's pretty much how you could get a hold of the merch. Like, there's no way you can't get a hold of it.
Word, word.
Straight up.
Word.
Yeah.
And then before we close out this session, any shout outs or anything like that you want to give real quick?
Yeah, man. So I wanted to shout out my wife. She's my management team, so she's been making me a lot of noise down in Oceanside.
Nice.
So I got to open up for Master Killa. That was also one of my other greatest performances.
Nice.
So like I had all the homies from the company. We had a big meeting out there, and right when we were done, I had to go to the show. So half of them from the meeting followed me to the show, and they were all in their Stone gear,
Yeah.
a bunch of Budweiser gear, from Ace,
Yeah.
type of shit. And they all showed up to my show. They bought some tickets, and I got up there, and I did so great, bro. Like it was a great set.
That's
I
what's
did
up.
really great. The crowd was fat. I had my homies that had my back. It was touching. I sold some merch. I got a couple pictures with some cats, and yeah, bro. It just was another stepping stone after that show.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Last track, or anything you want to say before we close out with the last track?
Oh yeah, my bad. The shout outs. Yeah, just shout out to my wife. Shout out to Moron. Shout out to MC Prospect. Shout out to Dev with the Bev. Shout out to all the homeboys that always support, dog. Like you know who you are, man. Like I want to say everybody's name, but Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Show Enough, because I really appreciate you making this opportunity.
No doubt, brother, no doubt. We're only here because of artists like you that want to come in and fucking showcase your music for us.
Definitely.
You know, this is people are like, oh, why are you doing it for us? Honestly, the reason why we do it is because I get to hear music and I get to actually talk to the artists that are influencing me with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it gives me an opportunity to get music that most cats won't have. So I keep it. Here's some music that nobody has.
Yeah.
You know, got always as a DJ stay ahead of the curve. But then too, it gives me an opportunity to meet the artists that I'm into, that I'm listening to their music. It allows me the opportunity to interview them and learn more about them for myself. So when anyone's hearing right now and you're seeing this and learning this, because I genuinely wanted to know about Big Ace.
Oh yeah.
And anyone else that comes in through the studio.
That's what's up.
You guys are just happen to eavesdrop on the conversation we're having.
Oh yeah.
But thank you though, Doug, for coming through.
Of course,
and
man,
then,
of course.
Just make sure you guys support, independent artists. We got to support our independent artists. We got to keep this independent movement going.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check them out. Big Ace on Instagram. It's Big Ace 22 on Instagram.
Yep.
What was the name of the Rockstar Management?
Yeah, Rockstar's Management, and then the website's on the link as well. You can click it. It'll send you directly to the shows and the merch, bro.
Nice.
It's really laid back. It's a nice website. I mean, you should check it out. Everybody should check it out.
Make sure you guys check it out. Check it out. Check out the website. Buy the merch. The merch keeps them going, keeps them motivated. Helps put some money on the table for him to do other shows, other events, make more merch. We gotta support our independent artists like that. With that being said, last track we're gonna get into, I want you to talk about it. Wild Guess. Talk about that one, brother.
Oh man, what a beautiful song. That is the first song of the EP, so that was the first song that I came out with. It was called Wild Guess. Basically, like, take a wild guess of what I'm talking about. So I just kind of like try to play with your mind. And one of the first lines of the song is, pay good attention and listen to what your child says.
Oh, word.
So right away, just listen to your children, man. They're just trying to talk to you. Like, my babies are amazing, man. Shout out to Ace. Hey, what's up, Ace? Shout out, Tina.
That's what's up. Hey, brother, I wish you nothing but success, man.
Yeah,
I hope everything comes to you. I hope you get to work with the artists you want to work with.
Oh yeah.
I hope the next 20 years brings you nothing but great music, fan base. Tons of merch being sold.
Oh man, that's fat.
Wish you the best, brother.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for coming through, brother. There's always an open door right here at Diggin' Daily, brother.
I appreciate
always an open
it.
door. Anytime you got
back.
some new music or you want to come in and just, hey, you know what? I want to drop something for people to check out.
Oh my God.
Keep us in the loop, dog. Keep us in the loop.
I love what I'm hearing, doggy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
That means a lot to me, dog.
Nah, no doubt. And then I'm gonna figure out what the hell went on with our radio stream, but we'll get that in. We're still actually wanting to come in to host tonight, dog.
Of course.
Definitely host tonight. And when you come back, you got to bring more music that you could drop too.
Definitely will. Definitely will.
That's what's up, brother.
Oh, this is awesome.
Once again, brother, thank you very much for coming through.
Of course.
Friday night sessions.
Yep.
Every Friday night right here on www.diggindaily.com. Broadcasting live. That's right. Broadcasting live from LA HOTBOX Studios, live from Northeast Los Angeles. Tonight's guest, Big Ace, in the motherfucking building. Make sure you guys support all the independent artists. And make sure you guys check us out 24/7, broadcasting live on www.diggindaily.com, because we are cultivators of the culture. We are defenders of the hip-hop. You already know what it is. diggindaily.com.
Pay good attention and listen to what your child says. I think that sounds best. See, I took a wild guess. I'm not leaving the city till I get the most out of it. Start making money like a machine printing counterfeit. Rock my children to sleep, then I cave myself in. Raise them with manners, cause I don't want them to be selfish. Don't test run the perfection, see what we come out with. We owe it to ourselves when we show it to the crowd. See it through my shoes, the best run that you've ever ran. Don't wanna box with him, cause he likes to fight back. See, I'll be right back, but I wanna see before I leave. I'm not in a rush, I'm waiting to make history. I'm like Mr. Freeze, the coldest man in the city. Still the most valuable gem, just to have you here with me. The situation is sticky, a million places to visit. I fly with a little wing, there's no rest for the wicked. Still the message is hidden, some things look better in person. Couldn't tell I was a killer, cause my resume's perfect. There won't be any more legends in the present to tell you the stories. The swords are way too heavy for you to carry. So take a wild guess. take a wild guess. Watch your head, put on your favorite team's football helmet. Your looks don't matter, read books on Saturn. Saturday is when I'm hooked on family. I show them love, I won't change that channel. I just replace my battery, cause work takes a lot out of me. So much pain in my back, I take care of my clan. I've had a terrible past, but I just paint it with black. I can't afford to be a rebel with adrenaline. You gotta pick and choose who you wanna have your dinner with. Seems to be a couple missing chairs at the table. Take a wild guess, but I'm the alpha dog, I gotta be stable. I'm the best of the worst, can't you tell what I'm made of? But love obviously faded. Do I gotta be optimistic and lay off the sweets? Cause eternity's are tempting, I think I'm in for a treat. Can be a part of my mysterious playlist in case we get separated. Meet up in Union Square when the trouble's in the air, cause the love is really rare. So take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. I'm like a ballroom dancer, I always move left, everybody moves right. I'm moving counterclockwise, looking back at my life. I can't change my stripes, you'll never know until you comply. I'm on the outside, looking in, tell me where the perfect road is. You created a monster, we can't get mad at our children for what his teachers have taught them. You know weakness is obvious, stop asking for permission. Just keep an eye on the fire, watch out for burning bridges. Learn to listen, especially when you're going through afflictions. Scrolling through the pictures, look like you're looking for something to find, but it's missing. I only had this memory with you. Our first impression was grateful, but the devil was patient. He knew just how to break us, but we all have our own way of saying it. I'm just waiting for the paint to dry. I'm the owner of my craft, still afraid of God. We tied the knot, but it wasn't tangled as we thought. So take a wild guess.